What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. It is a minute after midnight, September 29th, 2024, and I have an emergency alert to share with you guys. So it does look like Israel has begun their ground operation against Hezbollah in Lebanon, according to several U.S. officials. We're hearing that armored vehicles and troops have reportedly crossed into southern Lebanon in several areas along the border. This was reported by ABC News. You can see here it says small-scale border movements into Lebanon may have begun, U.S. officials say. Small-scale operations or border movements into Lebanon to take out Hezbollah positions right on the border have begun or are about to, according to two U.S. officials. Okay, so the invasion has begun. I told you guys it would happen today, and sure enough, it did. That's why Netanyahu left New York early. And the Iranian supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei, has reportedly been moved to a secure location due to fears that Israel or NATO may try to take him out in a strike similar to the one that was carried out against Nasrallah, the leader of Hezbollah. And Israeli media is reporting that Iran has told mediators that it plans on responding militarily with the largest response in history, including with guided missiles towards the center of Israel, even if it leads to all-out war. Wow. And NBC, quoting U.S. officials, stated that military officials in the U.S. presented the Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin with options to send additional military support to the region, and we know that the U.S. has already sent thousands of 101st Airborne to the Eastern Mediterranean. We know that the UK has sent about 1,000 of their elite troops to Cyprus. We know that Canada is sending troops as we speak. And Hezbollah has officially declared war on Israel. They released a statement earlier today stating, "We now officially declare all-out war against both Israel and its allies and call on all Arab citizens in the occupied territories to vacate their homes in the north as Operation Response begins today." So Hezbollah officially declaring war. I'm not sure what they're going to even be able to do because Israel has already wiped out most of their rocket launchers. They've killed their entire leadership and much of their operatives, so I don't know what they're going to even be able to do. And the commander of Iran's Quds force was confirmed dead in the airstrike that killed Nasrallah by the IRGC. So the IRGC confirming that the commander of the Quds force has been killed. And senior U.S. officials have stated that Israel has totally rejected any kind of ceasefire, whether that be long-term or just temporary, with Hezbollah. And the U.S. sees the possibility of a limited Israeli ground incursion into Lebanon, according to U.S. officials, which it's already started. And I don't think it's going to be limited. I think it's going to be full scale. They're going to go all the way up to the Litani River. And the New York Times is reporting that Israel wanted to kill Nasrallah in the immediate days after October 7th, but the White House told Israel not to do it as killing Nasrallah would set off a regional war, according to current and former senior American and Israeli officials. Wow. So the White House told Israel not to assassinate Nasrallah after October 7th. That doesn't surprise me at all. And the Iranian intelligence minister stated earlier today that the so-called Axis of Resistance will avenge Nasrallah by liberating Jerusalem and destroying Israel. Wow. So the Iranian intelligence minister calling for the destruction of Israel, and this came shortly after the supreme leader of Iran, the Ayatollah Khamenei, called for jihad, holy war against Israel, okay? And the supreme leader is in a secure location now. Iran put their air force and their missile forces and their air defenses on high alert yesterday, so they're already preparing for scuffle with Israel. And Iran's National Security Committee stated that they will respond at the appropriate time to the Israeli airstrikes on Beirut. Okay, so it looks like Iran is going to do something. And an Iranian cargo plane en route to Beirut International Airport was turned back to Iran after the control tower informed the plane that Israel would use force if that plane attempted to land. So Israel is patrolling the Beirut airport with their fighter jets, and they're not allowing planes from Iran or even from Syria to land in Beirut because they could be carrying weapons, okay, that Hezbollah would use to launch against Israel. And we know that there's weapons stored at the Beirut International Airport. Hezbollah has rocket launchers there. So, Iran could try to send missiles or different types of weapons to Hezbollah through this airport. Okay, so Israel is smart, and they're patrolling this airport, not allowing any planes to land that could be suspicious. And there's unconfirmed reports of a missile attack that targeted the Asrak air base in Jordan, possibly a Hezbollah rocket. So this was a Jordanian air base in Azraq that was potentially targeted by Hezbollah, which is huge. So Jordan coming under attack by Hezbollah. And apparently Israeli air defenses confronted objects believed to be drones earlier this evening that were launched from Iraq and were flying over Jordanian airspace. And the Houthis claim to have fired a missile at the Ben Gurion airport in Tel Aviv in Israel shortly before Benjamin Netanyahu's plane was about to land. Basically, they were saying that they tried to assassinate Netanyahu, but I doubt they ever had a chance at doing that. And upwards of 12 members of the IRGC and Iranian-backed paramilitaries in Iraq are said to have been killed in a strike tonight by U.S. and coalition forces against a radar site located in eastern Syria. So U.S. and coalition forces striking a radar site in eastern Syria, and there is actually an aerial refueler looping over northern Iraq right now, operated by the U.S., so they're obviously supporting U.S. and coalition fighter jets. And U.S. forces located within the Conoco gas field in northeastern Syria have reportedly suffered 2 attacks last night. So things are popping off, guys, and we currently have a nuclear war command and control plane up in the air over Oklahoma. It was just out in the Atlantic here off the coast of New Jersey. There was also another one in the Gulf earlier. And let me just show you guys this aerial refueler here in Iraq right here. Okay, so that aerial refueler is carrying fuel for the fighter jets that are currently probably striking various targets here in eastern Syria. Okay, here's Deir Azor right here. So these fighter jets are operating here, striking various targets. We have a State Department plane up in the air right now as well. Looks like it might be taking off from Baghdad. Maybe diplomats evacuating from Baghdad right now because things are about to get crazy. Earlier today, we had 2 British Eurofighter Typhoons operating in the eastern Mediterranean off the coast of Israel. But that's the latest breaking news that I have. I just wanted to give you guys this quick update. I do have my 24/7 live stream on right now. I have my own radio to monitor strategic forces worldwide. I have a 400-foot antenna, so that's piped into the live stream so you can listen to nuclear forces from around the world in real time, especially U.S. nuclear forces. So I'm going to continue to monitor the situation, but I just wanted to let you guys know that Israel has begun their invasion of Lebanon. So I will be back tomorrow with another update, and if you want updates before then, check the 24/7 stream. I'm going to monitor everything and update in the stream. Now would be a really good time for you guys to go through your bug out bag, go through your preps. Make sure you have everything you need. Make sure you know where everything is. Go through your plans. Make sure you have a nuclear war survival plan. Make sure you have a fallout shelter. Make sure you have a bug out plan, not just a bug out bag. Okay, you need to have a bug out plan if you plan to bug out. Ideally, you should bug in. Okay, bugging in is the best case scenario. If you bug out, it's a worst case scenario. Okay, you should never bug out unless you have no choice, and that's your last resort. Bugging out should be your last resort. Bugging in should be your first resort. Okay, but I will be back tomorrow with more breaking news. So until then, take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 P's: prepare, practice, and persevere. Culinary out. Guys, My Patriot Supply is doing a discount on their 1-month emergency food supply. And to get the deal, you got to go to preparewithnyprepper.com, and the link is in the description below this video. This is a 1-month freeze-dried food supply. It has a 25-year shelf life. Normal price is $237. They've dropped it down to $177. So that's a savings of $60. And it's all packed within 2 rugged, water-resistant buckets. Free shipping is included. $177 for 1 month of food. So use the link preparewithnyprepper.com to get $60 off the My Patriot Supply 1-month emergency food supply. That's